Akanksha, could I have your camera on, please? Okay, got it. Ananya didn't join yet.
Mom, I uploaded.
Okay, dear, I'll check it. 1 minute. I'll just ask Ananya to join and we'll get going.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, dear.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Okay. So here, if you can see my screen, I have this riddle now coming up. See, today we are going to do we're going to look at the worksheets of the Earl of Shining. And then you remember yesterday we had started more about tenses, and I have to still continue to explain. So we will work on tenses and there are some worksheets we will do together so that you will understand better. Okay. So the first riddle for you, or the riddle one, I'm putting it up here. Take away my first letter and I sound the same. Take away my last letter and I still sound the same. Even after you take away the letter in the middle, my sound does not change. I am a 5-letter word. What am I? So I'm saying I am a 5-letter word. If you take away my first, last, and the middle alphabet, I still sound the same. So what am I? So let me stop sharing and then you can start answering. So I said I'm a 5-letter word. Okay. You take out the first letter, last letter. No, Daksh, think about that. Take out the first letter, last letter, and the middle letter. And even when you take out all of them, it sounds the same. The pronunciation of that particular word doesn't change. So what is it?
Ma'am, should it be a meaningful word?
Yeah, it's a meaningful word. Ananya, did you see the
Yes, ma'am. I can't hear you. Excuse me, ma'am. Is my answer correct?
guys?
Ma'am, we can't hear you.
Guys, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now we can hear.
Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am. This is Shravya. Am I correct?
1 moment, dear. I'll just check. 1 moment. Daksh, you're not correct. Shravya, you're not correct. Daksh, just changing the spelling, you're not going to be correct. It's a normal spelled word. It's not correct. It's a 5-letter word. And even if you remove the first letter, middle letter, and the last letter, the sound of that particular word remains the same. So many of you are giving me the answer as Q. Q is not the answer. Q-U-E-U-E. If you remove the first letter and you pronounce it, the sound will be U. It won't be Q. Akanksha, you got it. Very good. Akanksha is the one who got it.
Excuse me, ma'am. This is Shravya. Am I
Yes,
correct?
yes, Shravya, tell me, dear.
Ma'am, am I correct?
Just checking once again. I thought the one you sent earlier was wrong. Shravya, no, dear. See, again, when you're answering, just try to remove the first alphabet, first, third, and fifth alphabet and see whether the sound of that word is the same. So when you gave me the answer towel, if you remove the first alphabet, it will become owl. If you remove the last alphabet, it will become a tau. If you remove the middle alphabet, it will become O or something. It will not be the same sound. But in this particular word, the sound remains the same. Just last 1 minute, guys. Then we are going to tell the answer. Ananya, what happened?
No idea, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me, Ananya. I can't hear you though.
Ma'am, I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. No,
Ma'am,
Babs.
can you give one hint?
A hint is okay. The opposite of filled up. It's a very big hint. Opposite of filled up. Yes, Daksh. Now you got it. Now see, when the first, middle, and last word is removed, last alphabet is removed, does it spell? Does it sound the same? It does. Shravya got it. Sarthak, no. How will opposite of filled up? What is the opposite of filled up? If something is filled up.
Opposite of fill.
Yeah, opposite of fill or I don't know
Full.
how to say it better.
Opposite of full.
Yeah, opposite of full. Last half a minute, guys. If nothing is there in your stomach, you say what? I'm hungry. And the other way of saying it is I am dash stomach. Ayana, you got it, dear. Now you got it, but the spelling is wrong, Ronak. Spelling, please correct it, my dear.
How is it? Ma'am, but how does it?
I'll tell you. I'm telling you. Parvati got it. Sarthak now got it. Ronak also got it. Okay. So just 1 minute. I'm going to share my screen. I think everyone got it now. See, the word is, okay, empty. Now, if I remove the first sound, it says empty. If I remove the last sound, it says empty. If I remove the middle sound, still it is empty. Okay? Everyone understood? But if you do it with Q,
Yes.
if you do it with Q, when you remove the first sound itself, the Q, K sound has gone out. So then you remove the last sound, you remove the middle sound, it's like only U sound left. So that's why I said Q is wrong. Now everyone understood, my dears? Good one, no?
It's empty because Mama.
Okay, wait. Sorry. Yeah, Daksh, tell me. What are you asking?
Ma'am, you're telling it is empty because instead of saying empty together, you say just empty.
Yes, yes. So the sound is still maintained, though the spelling is different. But in case of Q, you can't do that. Okay, someone else had a question. Was it Ronak? You had a question, dear?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I heard someone's voice and I thought it was yours, dear. Okay, no problem. We'll go to the worksheets now, guys. You remember the words we have learned yesterday, day before yesterday for Earl of Shining, no?
Yes.
And we did the story yesterday. So now I'm not repeating the words, but you have to now do the worksheet with me, okay? So here, first one is going to be for, am I recording the session? Let me see. Yes, I'm recording. Okay. Because Chirag is not here, no? So I wanted to ensure I'm recording. Thank you, dears. Okay, so the first question is for Ronak. Choose the answer that best fits the question. If you invert a bottle, you drink from it, wash it with soap, turn it upside down, or drop it.
It is C.
Turn it upside down. Very good. Now, the next one is for Akanksha. Which of the following would most likely require the use of a funnel?
Water.
Water, because that's what a funnel is used for liquids or something which can flow or pour.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what is a wolf's prey? Shravya, for you, dear. It's pups, it's den, it's food, it's alley.
Ma'am, what's the meaning of alley?
Alley means it's enemy. If you
Ma'am.
prey on someone, you are hunting and you're killing someone for what reason?
Ma'am, it's food.
Very good. It's food. See, it's ally means enemy, but your enemy could be more powerful than you also, no? So you can't actually say that that one is my prey. It could be that I am the prey for my enemy, right? So everyone, you can note this word down. Ally means enemy. Okay. The next one is for Sarthak. Sarthak, which place, which is hereditary out of this, dear? The place of birth, the eye color, or the favorite food or hobbies?
Hobbies.
What does hereditary meaning, Sarthak?
Same.
What does hereditary mean? It doesn't mean same. What does hereditary mean? Hereditary means you look like your mom or dad. Basically, they are genetics coming from them to you, right? So, which of this will be hereditary?
Eyes color.
Eyes color. So if you don't remember the meaning, you have to ask me. Don't just guess anything. Okay. And studies are the last test that we have next week. Next Friday, we have the test of all the vocabulary words as well and grammar. You should be able to do well. So please keep revising. Okay. Daksh, the next one is for you. If something is fragrant, you like to smell it, you want to eat it, you try to end it, you want to sing it.
Ma'am like to smell it.
Okay, thank you. So now the next one is for Parvati. Parvati, who uses seasoning at work? A teacher, a chef, a builder, an electrician?
Ma'am, it's a builder. I mean, a chef.
A chef. What is seasoning?
Ma'am, seasoning means you like put flavor, herbs, and all on the food.
On the food. Very good. So a chef is someone who deals with food. So that's why that person may use seasoning at his or her workplace. Okay. The next one is for Ayana. Which of the following describes a kind of deputy? A supervisor, a CEO, a vice president, a manager? Who almost seems to be a deputy?
President.
Very good. You understood that. So vice president is next to the president, right? Second in line to the president. So that person would be the deputy. Ananya, what is made from sodium?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Okay, guys, hold on. 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah. Who has a question? Shravya? Tell
Yes,
me.
ma'am. Ma'am, isn't deputy also a supervisor?
No, supervisor could be the main person also doing his job. Okay. And you could have an assistant supervisor who could be the deputy supervisor.
Okay, ma'am.
So supervisor himself would have, means, supervisor is basically like you have a group of people to supervise or to monitor their work. So you are basically the head for them. But an assistant supervisor or a vice supervisor would be a deputy supervisor there. Okay, dear?
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yeah. Parvati, okay. Yeah. Daksh, you had a question? Ask me, please.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, does a vice president mean that he will become the next president?
No. In case what the vice president is someone in the absence of the president. Okay. Suppose the president is traveling and there is some meeting to be attended, then the vice president will be there in place of the president. But by default, the vice president doesn't become the president during elections or during the next term. Okay. He or she will have to again stand for elections and or be appointed. Basically, they don't have elections for that, but they have to be appointed as the president. There is a potential that yes, they may be considered as the future future candidate for presidency. Okay.
Okay.
Like in this one, in US, we have Kamala Harris as the vice president now, no? Okay, so she may be considered as a potential candidate for future president of America. And like this person, Joe Biden, who has become the president now, he,
Yes.
if I'm not wrong, he was the vice president once upon a time under Barack Obama's. Either he was the vice president or he was part of his election team.
Yes.
Okay, so he was in he was working in that office that time. So yeah, there is a potential that they may be recognized for their efforts and they could lead the country. Okay, dear, good question there. Anyone else has any questions before I go to the eighth one?
Ma'am,
Yeah, Parvati, tell me.
CEO, what's a CEO?
CEO is the chief executive officer, and that means he or she is the main person who's running that big organization. Okay,
what-
so CEO is the main person. Huh?
Ma'am, but what is that executive you mean?
It's like CEO stands for Chief Executive. So C, E, and O are the first alphabets of this. Okay. And executive means someone who is working in an office, who is, who has a certain skill set, who can execute the task. Execute means who can do the work, who can get the whole thing done. So chief executive officer as such doesn't do the groundwork. Okay, so suppose he or she is the chief executive officer of a big university. It's not like the chief executive officer will go and teach each and every students who get enrolled in the university, but his or her work would be what? They will appoint the right teachers, they will appoint the right principals, vice principals, they will ensure that the buildings are functioning properly. So he will have different teams who is taking care of different things. So he or she is the one who's trying to ensure that the whole university is working like one family. Okay, so that's the responsibility of this person. And he or she will be responsible for all the people who are employed by that organization. So just imagine some companies like Google and all have thousands and thousands of employees. All those employees come under this CEO. Okay. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Ananya, what is made from? Uh, sorry, dear.
There's only one CEO.
Yes, normally there's only one CEO, but then they could separate it out like in the case of like as per the geography, they may separate out. Like they may say this person is this. Normally you have only one CEO, but if they want to, for whatever reasons, they may want to say, okay, this is the CEO for India operations or Asia operations. And then they can say this is the CEO for America operations. So they could have different CEOs based on operations, but that's very rare. If it is like when the company is very huge, they may think of it. Okay. Okay. Ananya, for you, what is made from sodium? Furniture, salts, toys, soda.
Salt.
Okay. Thank you, dear. Next one, ninth one is for Ronak. Where would you most likely hear a hymn? At work, underwater, at the zoo, in a church?
In a church.
In a church. Very good. Next one, Akamsha. If your brother is sarcastic, he wants to hit you, he insults you, he betrays you, or is ill.
If my brother is sarcastic, insults, because
Yeah,
sarcastic
basically insulting indirectly, indirectly insulting you. Because see, like I said, if you guys are too noisy and I just make a statement saying, oh, how nice you guys are so silent. So what am I doing? I'm making you feel bad for being noisy and I'm using a different tone to talk about it. So it is some way insulting. Exactly doesn't mean insulting, but it's basically telling you that, I don't like what you're doing and I don't agree with you kind. Okay.
Ma'am?
Yeah, dear.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of betrays?
Betrays means cheats you. Someone who betrays you means cheats you.
Okay, ma'am.
So doesn't keep your trust. Okay, you can write this word also, guys. Betray, to cheat. To betray means to cheat. Okay, dear. Don't write it. Then for those who
Ma'am.
don't know this, please write it. Yeah, Daksh?
Ma'am, but in the 10th question, if your brother is sarcastic, he is dash. Ma'am, it does not mean it's me, but the answer should be on what he says. Then only we can know the proper answer, right?
Yeah, so out of this, the best option, if your brother is being sarcastic, it's not that he wants to hit you. There's no necessity there. It's not that he's cheating, and it's not that he is ill. So the one which best fits here is insults you.
Ma'am, but like if you
Huh.
if we are very quiet in the class and you say like such a noisy class, are you insulting us?
It's kind of insulting you guys. I'm actually telling like, I don't like you guys. You're so noisy, right? That is a direct way of telling it. An indirect
Ma'am,
way of
but we're
telling
not.
it is, or in the tell me, dear.
Ma'am, but that time we're not noisy. So that doesn't mean you're insulting us.
No, because you guys were noisy, I told that, oh, what a silent class, right? And that was sarcastic tone. You remember yesterday in the story we read the sarcastic tone where that Earl was saying that, oh, what a taste or something he said, right? He didn't like the fragrance. What a fragrance, he said. Did he like it? No. So he was basically insulting the potion made by the prophet, but because he wanted to become strong, he just gulped it down. Okay. So when he said what a fragrance, even the prophet knows that it is full of garlic and all that put together, right? It must be stinking. So she very well knew it is not fragrant, but he used a word fragrant. So indirectly insulting. It's not exactly insulting. So why I chose insult as the answer? Out of these four, the best option is insults. But sarcastic doesn't mean insulting, but yes, it could hurt your feelings. So when you guys are noisy and I say, oh, how nice, you guys are so silent. So basically, you have got the message from me that you guys are being noisy. So I've hurt you a little bit somewhere, trying to tell you, like, why is ma'am talking like that? Why is she being sarcastic? She could have just told us to be quiet. Why did she have to be sarcastic? So it is a slight element of hurt and insult. Okay. Is it making sense, my dear?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, dear. Any more questions or can we go to the next one?
Yes, ma'am. Go to the next one.
Okay, so this one was answered by, was it Akanksha? No, who answered this, my dear? I lost track.
Ma'am, she
Ma'am,
was
Akansha only.
Akanksha only. Okay, okay. Thank you, guys. The next one, next two are is for Shravya. Shravya, the first and the second blank is for you, Shravya. One ingredient in the recipe is a small amount of dash. Then you need to pour in a pint of dash. This word pint means it's a measurement scale. In mathematics, you have learnt of liters, milliliters, right? Pint is
Yes, ma'am.
also for liquid. It is actually a small bottle. Like if you, I think, you know, any of you drinks Yakut, that, do you drink this? Okay,
No, ma'am.
that small
I
bottle that you
used to,
have.
ma'am, because
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I drink it.
Okay, so that small bottle which you have, no, is almost like a pint. I think either two bottles of it is a pint or one bottle is a pint. I'm not exactly sure of the measurement because I've not seen how big that bottle means, how much ml that bottle is, but you can convert that to a pint. So it's like that small bottle, not like a half-liter bottle or a small bottle. Okay, so that Yakut one can be like a pint. Okay. So
Okay, ma'am.
here, first one is for you, Shravya. One ingredient in the recipe is a small amount of dash. Then you need to pour in a pint of dash. So since you're pouring, the second blank should be a liquid which you can pour.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, first, one ingredient in the recipe is a small amount of seasoning. Then you
Yes.
can need to pour a pint of vinegar.
Vinegar. Okay, I'm going to keep that. Let's see whether it goes correct. Next one is for Sarthak. Sarthak, third and fourth blank is for you. She can play many instruments and sing many dash. Her mother is a good musician too. Her talent must be dash.
ma'am, what does procession mean?
Procession means walking or driving behind one another in a line peacefully in a public event. Yes, Sarthak, tell me.
She can play many instruments and sing many
Sing many?
hymns.
What is that pronunciation, Sarthak, for that?
Hymns.
Hymns. I said no, this sound is of him. So this is hymns. Next line.
Her mother is a good musician too. Hereditary.
Hereditary. Hereditary. Tell my dear.
Hereditary.
Very good. Good, Sarthak. Good job. Okay, the next one is for Daksh. Fifth and the sixth one. The hunter was a very talented dash. He only needed one arrow to shoot his dash.
Ma'am, the hunter was a very talented archer.
Okay.
He only needed one arrow to shoot his prey.
Very good, guys. Awesome. Okay. The next one is for Parvati. The seventh and the eighth blank. Everyone lined up to take part in the dash. We marched to honor the king and the noble dash.
Ma'am, everyone lined up to take part in the procession. We marched to the honor. Marched
H1B
to
sound.
honor the king and the noble earl.
Very good. Good. Good job. Next one, Ayana, last two is for you. When it came to keeping the house clean, his mother was a dash. She punished him if his room did not smell very dash.
Ma'am, the first will be was a tyrant.
Tyrant. She punished him if his room did not smell very
fragrant.
fragrant. You know what is the meaning of this sentence? That the mother used to get so angry and she would be very cruel if the house was not kept clean and if it did not smell fragrant. Okay, so this is a very big word to use for a mother, but they have used it in this sentence. Okay, now next one, Ananya dear, write a word that is similar in meaning to the underlined part. He liked to pour the strong tasting liquid made from sour wine directly on his salad. What is that word we learned for a sour liquid?
I don't remember.
You remember that bottle of Heinz? The picture of that bottle of Heinz?
Yes, ma'am, but I don't remember the word.
Oh, it is vinegar. Okay, vinegar. You remember now? Okay, dear, good. The next one is for Ronak. To better explain the procedure, he used a great way to show that things are similar. So when you're comparing things which are similar.
Hereditary.
What? No. How is hereditary, my dear? To explain the procedure, he used a great way to show that things are similar. When you're comparing two things which are similar, you remember the picture with the triangle and the... analogy. Very good. Analogy. Okay. The next one, Akanksha. We were in awe of the performance of the skilled person who uses a bow and arrows.
Ma'am, archer or archer? I don't know.
Archer, we can say archer. Okay. Okay. Next one. Good. Shravya. The war was a means to overthrow the cruel and unfair government.
Ma'am, the war was a means to overthrow the tyranny government.
Tyranny only. Government is also part of tyranny word.
Okay, ma'am.
Very good. Next.
Ma'am, what about tyrant?
Tyrant is only one person. When it is a government or a big organization being cruel to its people because they are using their powers, it's called tyranny.
Okay.
Okay, there were two words we learned. No, in that we showed one man, and in the other one we showed a big man's leg, but being cruel to many people underneath, right? So that is showing like a government or a company or an organization. Okay. The next one is for, this was for Shravya, no? Who answered this? Sorry, again, I lost track with the question.
Ma'am, it was me
was
only.
Akansha, then Shravya. Yeah, Sarthak, next one is for you. Thank you, dear. Sarthak, I have a feeling that the robbery was a secret plan to do something illegal by the owner. Illegal by the owner. A secret plan to do something illegal, Sarthak. What is that word we learned? Where that white man was giving the black man a briefcase of money. Sarthak, are you there?
Ma'am.
What is the word we learned, dear? When someone makes a plan to do something illegal.
Consequence. Ma'am,
I
can
can't hear you clearly.
Ma'am, it
No,
is.
he told it almost. One moment, huh? One moment. Sarthak, you can off your video if your network is low. And then tell me.
Ma'am, my network is full.
Okay, tell me then, what is the word? What is the word, dear?
It is composite. When can I tell?
No, wait, dear. Daksh, I have another one for you. The word is, if you remember the word, Sarthak.
Concision or
No. Okay, Daksh, you can tell.
ma'am, conspiracy.
Conspiracy. Conspiracy. Okay. Conspiracy. Sarthak, this is easy, no, dear? Conspiracy. Remember it. Okay. Now the next one. Okay. This is for you, Daksh. At the library, we learned how to trace our line of people from which we descended.
Ma'am, procession.
No, from which we descended. You remember I said you have come from there. At the library, we learned how to trace our,
Heredity.
not hereditary.
Ma'am, can I
From
answer it?
people which we
Yeah, Kanksha, tell me.
Ma'am, ancestors.
Ancestry. Ancestry. Did everyone remember this now? Okay. The next ancestors. So you're coming down, descending from the ancestors. So it's called ancestry. Okay. Next one is for Parvati. The people were convinced that the strange visitor was a person chosen by God. So who was a person chosen by God for being a messenger of God called? Parvati.
Ma'am, can Shravya say?
1 minute, dear. If she doesn't get, I will pass it to you. Okay, dear? Parvati, for you.
I also know.
Hold on, guys. One person. Otherwise, I am not passing it on if everyone starts talking.
Ma'am,
Yeah. Pro what, dear?
Prophet.
It's called prophet. Okay, not pro. It's called prophet. Okay. The next one is for Ayana. The father acted like a person who treated people in a cruel and unfair way. So a person acting in a cruel and unfair way. Ayana.
Yes, ma'am. Technical person. People have human and unfair way.
So someone who acts in a cruel and unfair way. The first word we learned.
Tyrant.
Tyrant. Yes, my dear. Tyrant. Okay. Now, next one. The British nobleman was a very kind and respected man. This is for Ananya. British nobleman can be, yeah. Earl, very good. So this was an earl. Now next one is for Ronak. The new mayor's first priority was to select a second most important deputy. Okay, not deputy, it is deputy. Very good, dear. Awesome job, guys. Everyone answered well. So please keep revising, okay? The words, you have to do that. Now, after Ronak, the first one is for Akanksha. You have to tell me whether the word sarcastic has been used correctly here. The sarcastic teacher was always sure to speak clearly and honestly with his students. Used correctly or not?
Ma'am, ma'am, are you asking Akanksha because your voice was breaking?
Yeah, I'm asking you, dear. Akanksha, I'm asking you.
Ma'am, the answer isn't answered correctly.
Okay, it isn't used correctly, right? Because if the teacher was sarcastic, she would not speak clearly and honestly. She would actually speak exactly the opposite, right? Okay. Shravya, the tyranny at the church. Yes, my dear.
Now the sentence is being sarcastic.
The sentence is being sarcastic. Yeah. Okay. I like that, my dear. That is a good observation. Okay. Next one is for Shravya. The tyranny at the church made people feel welcome. Has the word tyranny been used correctly?
No, ma'am, it is not being used correctly.
Ah, very good. Because if they had tyranny at the church, they would have felt scared or they would have felt bad about coming to the church, right? Okay, the next one is for Sarthak. The mechanic used a funnel to pour the gas into the tank. Now here, before you answer Sarthak, this word gas means petrol or diesel. In countries outside of India, they say gas for petrol, diesel. So can you tell me the mechanic used a funnel to pour the gas into the tank? Is the word funnel used correctly here?
It is used.
It's used correctly or incorrectly?
It is used correctly.
Then tell correctly. You're saying it is used. I want to know whether it's used correctly or incorrectly, dear. Okay, good. Next one, Daksh. Because of the analogy, many people were injured.
Ma'am,
Daksh. What, dear?
ma'am, wrong. It's
Because if they were analogy means they are because of the same comparison, right? Similar things. So if they were similar, why would they be injured, right? If they were different, there could be some injury. So because of the analogy, it can't be they are injured. Now, another way to look at it is also that they did some comparison and that hurt the sentiments of some people and so they started getting injured. Okay, there are two ways of looking at this word, but I would go with because of a comparison, nobody can get injured. Okay. The next one is for Parvati. I think the addition of more sodium to the recipe made the bread too salty. Has the word sodium been used correctly, Parvati?
Yes, ma'am, it's used correctly.
Very good. Very good, guys. So I'm going to now, we are going to go to tenses. You remember yesterday I told you we will learn more about tenses? So I want everyone to pay attention, okay? All of you with me? Okay, I'm going to blow this up so that you understand this a little better, okay? Everyone, please pay attention and first listen to me. Then if you have questions, you can ask. We'll do the worksheets, you will understand better, okay? So in the present simple tense, I am saying I go to school, okay? The same thing if I want to tell in a simple past tense, I will say I went to school. See guys, I'm here. I go to school. I went to school. And what will I say in the future tense? I will go to school. Do you all agree with me?
Yes,
Any
ma'am.
questions?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
So, okay. So first thing, I started with I go to school. Sorry. In the present tense, I said I go to school. In the past tense, I said I went to school. In the future tense, I'm saying I will go to school. Good. So you have finished 3 tenses, okay, in this particular example. Now I will take you to continuous tense. So this I go to school. If I want to tell it in the continuous form, go will become going. So how will I say in present form going? So I will have to use the word am because it is in present tense and I am saying I. Okay. So I am going to school. So am going is the present and continuous form. Is everyone clear with this?
Yes, ma'am.
So first I made the
Yes.
continuous form of the verb go, and then I changed before that going, I put a present form. So if I wanted to say past continuous, can I say I was going to school? Can I say that, my dears? I was going to school.
Yes, ma'am.
So this becomes
Yes.
past. So see this past tense, and continuous of go is going. Very
Ma'am,
easy.
I think we could say, I think in the future we could say like I went to school or something. I mean, I will go to school or something.
No, not will go to school. I will go to school will be the present.
Will be going to school.
One moment. Will be the simple future tense. See here what you did. Okay.
Ma'am,
1 minute,
let's
please.
use
So you have
gone
already.
for future.
No, I will go to school. 1 minute, Parvati. In future tense, and when it is, just listen to me, okay? When it is continuous, first I told you to make the go as going. You see this? This go became going. In this go became, in the simple past tense, it became went. And in the future tense, it will become will go. Okay. So I will go to school is simple future. Now, the minute I want to make it continuous, na Parvati, I first made continuous form of go, which became going. Ing came. And because I want to say in the present tense, I will say I am going. If I want to say the same thing in the past continuous tense, first I will write going, and in the past tense, am will become was. So now in the future tense, you will say I dash going to school. But in future, we always use will, right? So will going to school doesn't sound right grammatically. So I will say I will be going to school. Is it making sense, Parvati? I will be going to school. See? Will.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Shravya?
Ma'am, we can also say that I will go to school in
No, if you say
future.
go, is it continuous?
No, ma'am.
So that I will go to school has come here already in simple future tense.
Ma'am,
Yes,
so
my dear?
it'll be like, ma'am, so I will go to school will be
Simple future.
future tense.
Okay, simple future. If you want to make anything continuous, you have to add ing to it. Okay, so first you will make go as going, and then for future tense you will say will. But when you say I will going to school, it doesn't sound right. So you have to always put this be in between. I will be going to school. Okay, everyone is clear with these two types so far? Okay, when we do
Yes.
worksheets, you will get more, my dear. Don't worry. So I spoke to you about simple present tense, present continuous tense, and I went to the past tense of these two and future tense of these two. Now we are going into something called as the present perfect tense. Now please listen to me, okay? Don't get confused. I in present perfect tense, yesterday I told you, you use words like have or has in the present tense. Okay. You use words like had in the past tense. And if it is a future tense, you will say again have. Okay. These are the words you have to put extra when you are making a perfect tense. So first thing, the sentence is what the original sentence is. I go to school. Now I have to put here I have. Okay, I have to put have because I'm making it a perfect tense. Listen to me, guys. Okay, everyone. I have to insert have extra to make it a perfect tense. Now I have to go to school is not the correct sentence. Okay, I have to go to school is not the correct form. You have to say I have, and you have to use the I have gone to school, or yeah, you can say I have gone to school. See, there is something called as past participle. See, for go, the past tense is what? Went. But for the same go, the past participle is gone. Okay? Do you know this past participle thing?
No, ma'am.
Okay,
No,
if I
ma'am.
say, okay, one moment, I'll teach you that also. So if you say speak, what is the past tense of speak?
Said.
No, spoke. You want to change the word,
Spoke.
guys. Spoke. Now, if I want to use this in a sentence, there is a chance that I may change it to past participle. So, spoken. So, why this spoken is a past participle. So, suppose see, he, or not that way. He speaks to the teacher. He spoke to the teacher. He has spoken to the teacher. So whenever you want to look at participle, you have to write the word has or have and get that word over here. Okay. So in this present perfect tense, you have to always use have or has in present tense. In past tense, you have to use had, and in future tense also you will say will have. Okay. Parvati, please pay attention. You want to understand afterwards. Please don't talk around there. Look here. So present perfect tense, you will say I have. Instead of saying gone to school, they have written here been to school because that is correct English. Okay. I have been to school. I have gone to school also you can write. Now in the past perfect tense, this have will change to had. So you will say I had gone to school. And in the future tense, it will become I will have been to school or will have gone to school. So let's see here what they have written in the future perfect tense. I will have gone to school. You see that? So here also you can say gone. I have gone to school. I will have gone to school. I had gone to school. So if you guys can see this, 1 minute, I'll make it smaller a little. Okay. See these three sentences. Only look at these three sentences. See here and here. Do you see when I wrote perfect tense in present form, I use have been or have gone. In past tense, the same thing became had gone. And future tense, it became will have gone. So you see this have, and this has or had has been added here. Are you guys understanding a little bit better?
Yes.
Okay. So now why am I bringing this up? Just patiently listen to me. Okay. So see, when I say I go to school, I'm over here. Just imagine you're standing here in this yellow spot. Everyone, please be with me. Okay. I won't be able to repeat. I go to school. That means I'm standing here. Okay. If I say I am going to school, I am over here only. Okay. I am going to school. That means it's happening now. I have been to school. That means sometime before I went to school. Do you see that? Sometime before I went to school. That's why I'm saying I have been to school. Okay. Now, I have been going to school. That means I have gone to school earlier and I am still continuing to go to school. So it is much before this. I have been going to school. That means earlier I have been going to school. Then when I say I was going to school, that means it was before that. It means I used to go to school kind. Okay. And then I had gone to school. That was even before this. And here this last thing, I had been to school. That means somewhere in the past, many years ago, I had been to school. Okay. The same way when you try to compare and talk about future, you're talking about I am going to school. Okay, this is now. And in future, if you're saying I will have been going to school, that means it's just next, like you're going to school tomorrow or something. I will have been going to school. I will have gone to school. That means I would have gone to school by the time you reach here. I will go to school, that is here, and I will be going to school. So all this, you can understand how in the timeline it fits. So anything in the present, simple present form, the present perfect form or the present continuous form is in this blue thing, okay? And this present perfect continuous, I'm not teaching you now. That is for 6th, 7th graders, okay? It's not for you guys. I don't want to confuse you guys. That's why we are not doing it. Okay, in the year-long workshop, we most likely will cover that. But year-long program. This one here, so are you guys understanding when I say I go to school means I am here today. I went to school means this was in the past. I will go to school means this is in the future. The same way each of these sentences, I am going to school. I was going to school. I will be going to school. All this becomes past and future. Clear, my dears? Any questions before I go to the next page?
No, ma'am.
Okay, dear. Okay.
Ma'am, I have one doubt.
So, yeah.
In future perfect continuous, I will have been going to school. That means what's the meaning of
Future perfect continuous. Where is it? Okay, this one. I will have been going to school. Yeah. Tell me.
that? Means how can I understand it?
Okay, I'll tell you. See, I am going to school means it is something which is happening now also, right? I'm doing it. The action is happening. Okay. I will have been going to school means by the time you reach from here to here, I will have been going to school means I am going to school, but you will talk like as though in the past I was still going to school. So your comparison is like this, my dear. You will compare that when you have reached here, you are looking back at this and saying that, yes, I will have been going to school. I used to keep going to school. So it has become the past for you by the time you reach here in time. But it is not like very old. It's like you have gone to school yesterday, no? That kind of a sentence this is. I will have been going to school. That means by the time you reach here, suppose this is one day before, this is the second day. By the time you reach the second day, you can always say, I will have been going to school. That means in the past also I've gone, but I'm still continuing to go to school.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why this timeline, it will be there in your notes, my dears. This timeline gives you an idea of where you are standing in time. Okay, whether you are in the past, whether you are in the future. So you remember yesterday when I told you about perfect tense, I think Ronak, you only had asked me, why is it sounding like a past tense? You remember? You told me that?
Yes, ma'am.
So that is, see here, dear. I have been to school. So when I told you I have been to school, you said, ma'am, that means it is already finished. Right? And you are getting confused. Why is it not past tense? Because it is already finished if you were standing here in time. Okay, look here, my dear. If you were standing here in time as present tense, then this is already over for you. But it was recently over. If it was over many days ago,
it was just finished now only.
just finished. Yes, very good, my dear. And if it was over few days ago or few hours, not few hours, few days ago, then you will say had gone instead of have been or have gone to school. Okay? Is it making sense now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, good. So, yes, my dear.
Ma'am, you said, are we going to learn the present perfect continuous tense?
No, that is not, because I want you to perfect tense first, then the perfect continuous tense will make sense. Okay? So that we won't cover in the workshop. This is just a general timeline. So I'm giving you enough worksheets for those 9 types. 9 types means present tense, past tense, future tense, simple ones. Then present continuous, past continuous, simple, future continuous. And then present perfect, past perfect, future perfect.
Okay.
These 9 we will cover. There are 12 in total, but the 12, the last 3 will not come for you before 6th grade. It comes normally in 7th grade. Okay. So now, like, see this, just pay attention to this. Then we'll go to the worksheet quickly. Okay. If you can understand this. So see here, I do my homework. In the past tense, it will become I did my homework. In the future tense, it will become I will do my homework. Did you all understand the simple form? Everyone understood the simple? Okay. Now, for this present tense of do, the verb do will become what? Doing in continuous tense. Do you agree? Now, because it is present continuous I'm talking about. See, I'm talking about this line where the continuous tenses are there. So I want to write doing instead of do because it has to be continuous. So if it is present tense, will I say I was doing or will I say I am doing?
I am doing.
So
I
present
am.
continuous tense, I will say I am doing my homework. In the past continuous tense, I will say I was doing my homework. And in the future continuous, I'll say I will be doing my homework. Is it all making sense now? Is it better?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Now, what is the past participle of do? The past participle of do. See, the past tense of do is did. But the past participle of do is done. I have done this or he had done it, right? We don't say he did it. We say he did it. We won't say he had did it. Will we say he had did it? Yes, my dear.
Oh, ma'am.
Perfect simple. We should use past participle.
Yes, past participle you have to use. Okay. And the past participle will be either have, has, or had, depending on what verb you are using. Okay. What
Ma'am?
tense? Yes, my dear.
But I'm not able to understand that in the future perfect.
I'm coming to that. I didn't do that yet, my dear. Wait a minute, please. Okay. I'm going step by step. Did you understand simple and continuous, Parvati?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, when we go to perfect tense, I told you, no, you have to fit the word have or has or had, right? Okay. So I'm going to, in present tense, I always use have or has. I don't use had because had is past form. So in present tense, I went and put I have dashed my homework. So will I say I have did my homework or I have done my homework?
I have done my homework.
Done my homework because
So
it should be
here,
tense.
yeah. So here this is present tense is have and done is the past participle. So in present perfect tense, you will have done. The same thing in the past perfect tense will become had done. And in the future perfect tense, it will become will have done. Is it making sense now?
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
no,
Yes,
I'm not. I
Okay, wait,
will.
1 minute. Okay, guys, one moment. Parvati, you have a question which I
Yes,
can
ma'am.
answer?
Understand.
I can't hear you, dear. Can you tell me again?
I will have done my homework, but that should be past tense because I will have done my.
No, the minute you use will it become past tense or future tense?
Yes, ma'am, it'll become future tense, but I will have done my homework, but it does not kind of make sense to me.
It means that by the time you reach there, I will have finished my homework. Like suppose you're telling your mom, okay, mom, you go down and get the groceries. I will have finished, means I will have done my homework. That means by the time your mom reaches back home, you will finish your homework. So it is in future tense only, my dear.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
Are you understanding now? Is it making sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any other questions, guys? Because this one we are not doing. This is not doing now. Okay. Perfect continuous I'm not doing. Shall we go next?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, great. So now we have, this is, I'll tell you. Okay. So now just listen to this. Okay. I have a sentence. We will go turn by turn. Nobody will answer in between, please, because people will get confused. Everyone will get a chance. There are about 9 worksheets. You will all get a chance. Don't worry. But it will become simple for you to understand if you don't talk in between. Okay. Now, I want you to change it to a simple past tense. Most of these sentences here, or in fact, all of the sentences are in simple present tense. So I'm going to start with Ananya. The hen pecks at her food. Make it simple past, Ananya. Pecks is a present tense. Make pecks as past tense.
Ma'am, the hen pecked at the food.
Very good. The hen pecked at her food. Is it simple, guys? We are going step by step. Everyone be with me, okay? And this will be there in your video book. So you don't have to write it down. You will get all the notes. The next one, Ayana. Harry rides a black motorcycle. What is the verb here? Rides. Make it past tense. Past tense of ride.
Rided.
No, dear. The past tense of ride is not rided, it's rode. Rode a motorcycle. Okay. So, Harry rode a motorcycle. Very good. So, here the present tense is ride. It becomes rode. And if it was past participle, this is past tense, right? This is present tense. And past participle, 1 minute. Participle will be ridden, 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 not rodden or that way. Okay, this is a different one, unique one. That's why I'm telling it now only. Okay, so next one is for, oh wait, I'll write it. Next one is for Parvati. Abhay is a kind and generous man. So the verb here is is. How will you change is to past tense?
Abhay was a kind and generous man.
Very good. So Abhay was. Okay, this is very simple. No, we are doing very simple. Then we'll go to the complex. Next one is for Daksh. The kangaroo carries its baby in its pouch. The verb here is carries. So change that carries to past tense.
Ma'am, the kangaroo carried its baby in its pouch.
Very good. The kangaroo carried its baby in its pouch. The next sentence is for Sarthak. The landlady speaks to her tenants politely. Speaks is the verb. Change it for me, Sarthak, to past tense.
Spoke.
Spoke.
The
landlady spoke to her tenants
politely.
Very good. Very good, guys. Do good going. Okay, we'll go to the next sheet. Now, please look at the instruction carefully. I'm asking you to make it simple future. So after Sarthak, Shravya, the hen pecks at her food. Make it future tense, dear. Simple future.
Ma'am, the hen will peck at her food.
Very good. So the hen will peck at her food. The next one is for Akanksha. Harry rides a black motorcycle. Future tense.
Harry will ride a black motorcycle.
Awesome. Harry will ride a black motorcycle. Next one. Abhay is a kind and generous man. Ronak. Future tense.
Abhay will be a
Very good. Abhay will be a kind and generous man. This Abhay sentence is slightly tricky, okay, guys? But be with me, you will understand everything, okay?
Abhay,
Yes,
not Abhay.
Abhay only. Oh, I wrote spelling over here and here wrong. Okay, it's Abhay only. Okay, thank you, dear. Now the next one is for Ananya. The kangaroo carries its baby in its pouch. Ananya. Future tense.
The kangaroo will carry its baby.
Very good. So the kangaroo will carry its baby in its pouch. The next one, Ayana. The landlady speaks to her tenants politely. Future tense. Simple future.
Will speak to her tenants politely.
Awesome. Good going, guys. We finished 3 types now. Now we are going to the 4th type, which will have continuous in it. Okay. So all of you be with me. Parvati, the hen pecks at her food. First, you have to make the verb pecks continuous, and then you have to put a present form to it. So tell me, the hen dash. What is the
Ma'am,
continuous
the hen
form of
is pecking her food.
pecking at her food? So the hen is pecking at her food. Is the present form and pecking is the continuous form. Did you guys understand how this answer came? The next one is for Daksh. Harry rides a black motorcycle. Make it present continuous form, Daksh.
Harry is riding a black motorcycle.
Very good. Harry is riding a black motorcycle. Sarthak, the next one is for you, dear. Abhay is a kind and generous man. This is slightly tricky.
Abhay.
You have to make the ing form. How will you make it?
Abhay is a kind. Abhay is kind and gentleman.
No, kinding is not a word. Here you have to see the be form of the verb. Okay, is be form, the helping form. So it will become B-I-N-G. So now are you getting the hint?
Abhay is being a kind and generous.
Ah, yes, Abhay is being a kind and generous man. Very good sentence this is, guys. You have to pay attention to this. It is very different. You will not get a hint with this. You have 2 o'clock. Abhay is a kind and generous man. So how will you make it ing? By writing being. Ing is here, no? Abhay is being a kind and generous man. Any questions before we go forward? Okay, next word. The kangaroo carries its pouch. The kangaroo carries its baby in its pouch. Shravya.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the kangaroo is carrying its baby in its pouch.
Awesome, guys. Very good. Very good, dear. The next one, Akanksha. The landlady speaks to her tenants politely. Make it present continuous. First make it continuous, then we put the present tense.
The landlady is speaking to her tenants politely.
Very good. Is speaking. Awesome, guys. So we are moving to the next one, the next type of tense, which is simple past continuous tense. So in place of present tense, you're going to make it past continuous. Okay. So the hen pecks at her food. Keep pecks as continuous and put the past tense. So this is for Ronak. The hen pecks at her food.
Ma'am, the hen was pecking at her food.
Awesome, Ronak. Good job. Very good. Okay, the next one, Ananya. Harry rides a black motorcycle. So for rides, make it continuous and put the past tense.
Harry was riding the black motorcycle.
A black motorcycle. Very good. Awesome. Next one, Ayana. This is slightly tricky, my dear, but please do it. Please try. Abhay is a kind and generous man. So you have to get the ing form, which I told you in the previous one for Sarthak, and make it the past tense.
Ma'am, I know the answer for this.
Okay, wait. Let Ayana do it, dear.
Yes,
Ayana, you can do it. Yeah.
That is kind and generous. Past.
You remember the present continuous what Sarthak answered?
Excuse me, ma'am, can I answer?
No, dear. We are all going to go line by line, okay? Because I'll give a chance in between, then everyone will ask. And I want this to be very structured. Please wait for your turn, everyone.
Yes,
I'll give you chances. Okay?
Ma'am.
Thank you, dear.
Ma'am, Abhay was a kind and generous man.
Okay, if you say Abhay was a kind and generous man, it is only past tense. No, dear. Where is the ing gone? You remember in the present continuous, I said there is a word being. Make it being.
Yes, ma'am. Was being a kind and generous.
Yes. So please pay attention to this one. Okay, it's a difficult one. So Abhay was being a kind and generous man. The next one is for Parvati. The kangaroo carries its pouch. Again, I'm saying its pouch. The kangaroo carries its baby in its pouch.
Ma'am,
Past continuous.
kangaroo was carrying its baby in its pouch.
Awesome, guys. You guys are doing so well. Okay, next one is for Daksh. The landlady speaks to her tenants politely.
The landlady spoke to was speaking to her tenants politely.
Now you got it. So don't divert, okay? Because the sentence makes sense. You have to see whether it is continuous, whether it is past, future, whatever. Okay, good job, dear. Next one is we are going to simple future continuous tense. So let's see. Next one is for Sarthak. The hen pecks at her food. So make it continuous and then also future.
The hen is picking at her food.
Is this future tense or present tense, Sarthak?
It is present tense.
And what do I want here? I want future continuous, I told you.
The hen will picking at her food.
Is your grammar correct? The hen will pecking at her food.
No, no.
What is
The
the
hen will be picking at the food.
Yes, the hen will be pecking at her food. The being what you told first, before that it was not correct, but you corrected yourself. Okay, good job. The hen will be pecking at her food. Okay, good. The next one is for Shravya. Harry rides a black motorcycle. Future continuous. Take care and tell, guys.
Okay, ma'am. Harry will be riding the black motorcycle.
Will be riding, but not a black motorcycle. Okay, it's over here, so you have to write only. Okay, good.
Okay, ma'am.
The next one, Akanksha. Abhay is a kind and generous man. This is again slightly tricky. You have to think. Future continuous.
Abhay will be a kind and generous man.
But then that is only future tense. Where is the being in this? So there is a slight trick here. I'll tell you about it if you don't get it, okay? See, you said Abhay will be a kind and generous man, but will be has become future tense, no dear? There is nothing continuous about it. So this is a very tricky sentence like I told you at the start only. Abhay will continue to be a kind and generous man. Though this word continue is not there, that is the only way for me to add and make sense out of this sentence to show it is in the future continuous form. So, Abhay will continue to be a kind and generous man. Is it making sense, Akanksha?
Okay, ma'am, but that's not future tense. It's, I think, past.
No, it's will. Will is future, right? And when I'm using the word continue to be, that means I'm saying it is continuously happening. Though it is not the being form. See, when I need to use continuous tense, I told you the be will become being. But if I say Abhay will be being to be a kind and generous man, it will not make sense, no? For continuous form. Are you understanding, Akanksha? Yes, my dear.
Ma'am, these assignments will be in the V-book, right? You can see.
Yes. It will be there. You will get to see. Definitely. Okay. So, do you understand, Akanksha, dear?
Yes.
Guys, did you understand all of this?
Yes, ma'am. Washroom.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now we go to the next question. The kangaroo carries its baby in its pouch. Make it future continuous. Whose turn is this after Akanksha? Ronak. The kangaroo kangaroo carries its baby in its pouch?
Ma'am, the kangaroo will carry its will be sorry, the kangaroo will be carrying its baby in its pouch.
Very good. Now you're thinking. Awesome. So will be carrying. Next one, Ananya. The landlady speaks to her tenants politely.
The landlady will speak to her tenants politely.
What tense are we doing, Ananya? One moment, please. What tense are we doing?
Ma'am, the landlady will be speaking to her tenants politely.
Ah, very good. So be very careful, okay? Each and every word or the form matters here, okay? Otherwise, it will go wrong. Now we are going to the last three types, okay? We are going to simple perfect, past perfect, sorry, present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. So please be with me. Last three worksheets. Ayana, when you are making it a perfect tense, I told you if it is present, then you have to put have or has based
Yes.
on the sentence. So here you have to put have in between after the hen and make sense and write the sentence. Tell me how you will make it present perfect.
The hen have
Uh,
pecked at her food.
Very good. The hen has, we'll say, because it's one, no?
Yes.
So I have, whenever we use first person, I say I have. If it is more than that, like she has, we say, no, or he has. So that's why we will say the hen has. Okay. And if you want to say the hens have pecked at their food. So over here, this is only one hen. So we are saying has. Good job, dear. Good job. Okay. The next one is for Parvati. Harry rides a black motorcycle. So try to tell. I told you the past participle of ride. I already told you.
Ma'am, Harry had rode a black motorcycle.
Okay, you said had rode. Okay. Now had is past tense and rode is past tense only. So it doesn't, because you have to use the past participle. For ride, I said the past participle is ridden. And if it is present tense, you have to use have or has. So now try.
Harry has ridden a black motorcycle.
Awesome. Very good. Harry has ridden a black motorcycle. You're getting, guys? Slowly, slowly you will get this. Okay, don't worry. Next one. Daksh. Abhay is a kind and generous man. This is slightly confusing, but you can try. You have to say present and then you have to make it perfect. You have to put the perfect form.
Abhay has.
Yeah, you're going correct. Abhay has.
Abhay has a kind and generous man.
No, that means Abhay has a kind and generous man, someone else, right? So here we will say Abhay has been a kind and generous man. He has been. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes, my dear.
been is past tense.
Yeah, so you remember the present perfect almost sounds like a past tense when we think of the timeline because it has just finished. Recently
Okay, ma'am.
finished. You remember that, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But if it was really the past tense, I would have said Abhay had been a kind and generous man. This has would have become had. And that will happen in the past perfect tense, not in the present perfect tense. Okay? Clear, no, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. After that, it is Sarthak. The kangaroo carries its baby in its pouch. So you have to make it present perfect. So you have to have or has here. Sarthak.
Ma'am, the kangaroo has carried its baby in its pouch.
Very good. The kangaroo has carried its baby in its pouch. Awesome. The next one is Shravya. The landlady speaks to her tenants politely. So use has or have and use the past participle of speaks.
Ma'am, the landlady has been. No.
Tell me again. The landlady has.
No, ma'am. That does not make sense. Lady.
What is the past participle of speak, my dear?
Ma'am spoke.
Spoke is past tense. Spoken is past participle. And what will happen here? The landlady.
Ma'am, the landlady has been spoken to her tenants politely.
Not has been. Has spoken. Because you don't have to say been there. Has spoken. Because see, this has is the perfect form and spoken is the past participle. So it becomes present perfect tense.
Okay, ma'am.
This has is the present tense. Sorry, I said past tense, I think by mistake. Has and have, no dear. This is the present form. And you can actually go to the perfect tense by making the past participle a part of the sentence. Okay, dear? Let's look at past perfect tense. Exactly like this, but slightly different. Okay. The next one is for Akanksha. The hen pecks at her food. So you will use for past perfect tense, you will use had and the past tense or past participle, sorry.
The hen had pecked her food.
Had pecked at her food. Okay, had pecked. Very good. The next one is for Ronak. Harry rides a black motorcycle.
Ma'am, Harry had
What is the past
Harry
participle of ride?
had ridden a black motorcycle.
Very good. Had ridden a black motorcycle. Awesome. The next one, Ananya. Abhay is a kind and generous man. So make it past perfect.
Abhay was a kind and generous man.
Was is just past tense. Where is your past perfect coming there? You have to use had, no, for past perfect. So how will you
Yes,
say?
ma'am. Abhay had been a kind and
Very good. Abhay had been a kind and generous man. Awesome, Ananya. This was not easy. The next one is for Ayana. The kangaroo carries its baby in its pouch.
the kangaroo had carried its baby in its pouch.
Very good. Awesome, guys. Okay, Parvati. The landlady speaks to her tenants politely.
Ma'am, I know this.
Okay, one moment. Dear Parvati, tell me, dear. Is Parvati there?
The landlady had spoken to her tenants politely.
Very good. Had spoken. Okay, now we come to the last worksheet for today. And I feel confident that you guys know it now. Okay, now we are going to future perfect tense. So future you will use will have, like you will use will, and for perfect you will use have. So you have to use this combination and tell me the sentence.
Can I tell the first one?
Wait a minute, dear. Actually, we are going in line, no, dear. So Daksh is next. It'll come to you. Wait. Daksh, the next one is the hen pecks at her food. Tell me fast.
The hen will peck at the food.
No, you have to use have also. So the hen
Will
have.
pecked at the food.
Yes, the hen will have. So if it was only will, it would have become future tense. But the use of this have is making it perfect tense, future perfect. Okay. Next one is for Shravya. Harry rides a black motorcycle. Shravya, future perfect.
Ma'am, Harry will. No, ma'am.
Yeah, correct. Harry.
Harry will have ride a black motorcycle.
Not ride. What is the past participle? Ride. Ridden.
Ridden.
Harry will have ridden a black motorcycle. Very good.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So now I have. Where did I go? Sarthak, I missed you, I guess. Sorry. Abhay is a kind and generous man.
Abhay will have been kind and generous man.
I think that is correct. Abhay will have been a kind and generous man. Awesome, Sarthak. This was not easy. Okay, the next one, Akanksha. The kangaroo carries its baby in its pouch.
The kangaroo will have been carrying its baby in its pouch.
Will have been carrying is future perfect continuous tense because you're making it carrying. If you keep it as past participle, then it will be perfect tense, not perfect continuous. So try again. So this carries, you don't have to make it carrying. The minute you make it carrying, it becomes continuous. Rest was correct of yours.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, can I say?
No, dear. Now after this, it is Ronak's chance and we will end. Okay. I think only one more question. That's why. Sorry, dear. Tell me, Akanksha, you can do it, dear. You have to use future and have for perfect and then tell with this verb.
The kangaroo will have carried.
Will have.
I can't read the sentence.
Can you see it now?
The kangaroo carried his baby. The kangaroo will have
carried. The kangaroo will have carried its baby in its pouch. When you said earlier will have been carrying, that is future perfect continuous tense. The one which I have not thought. Okay.
Ma'am, it's hard to pronounce it a little because
Yeah.
if I go in that straight line.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. The last one is for Ronak. The landlady speaks to her tenants politely. Ronak.
Ma'am,
Last
the
one for you.
landlady will have been
No.
the landlady will have spoken to her tenants politely.
Awesome, Ronak. So the landlady will have spoken to her tenants politely. Very good, guys. Now I will see you on Monday. Okay. And thank you for waiting back because I didn't want to end this in between. Because if we end it, you would have again lost touch of what we are trying to